Hola, bienvenidos.
Welcome to beautiful Bahia Concepcion.
Buenos dias, good morning country collectors, and welcome to our rental car, which can only mean one thing. It's time for a road trip, baby.
On the road again. If you've been following along, you know we spent the last week in the beautiful Pueblo Mexico of Loreto.
So this week we are continuing this Baja series by heading north to Bahia Concepcion, where we're going to be staying 3 nights on a sailboat in the bay.
Ooh, fancy. We don't have a plan and are just going with the flow and cannot wait for you to come along and experience it with us.
But before we get started, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our future adventures.
All right, let's hit the road.
And I love it right here. It says happy travels. Let's do this. We are just getting out of town a little bit, and in front of us are the mountains, and they are just covered with these huge cacti. It's so beautiful. There's these buzzards just kind of floating along between them. Such a unique landscape out here.
And don't forget about how blue the sky is.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And oh my gosh, Adam just slammed on the brakes, and we were so like excited, and I was scared because I didn't know what was going on that I didn't film. But you just saw this huge tarantula crossing the road.
I mean, why did the tarantula cross the road?
To get to the other side, of course. But wow, that was quite a sight.
Very cool.
We are pulling over and stopping right now to show you something incredible.
We had to pull over and show you how huge these cactuses are. Cactuses? I think these cacti are. This cactus is massive. And while I'm standing here, I keep like feeling stuff on my feet, and I'm thinking about that giant spider that we saw. So let's get back in the car before, you know, something happens.
We just happened to come around the bend here, and CCR's Around the Bend was playing, and look what is behind us. We have made it to the bay, Bahia Concepcion, and it is stunning. Since driving north from the south of the bay, we have passed a couple of beaches, and let me tell you, they are gorgeous. There's one behind us here with this large sand spit. Isn't that what it is?
I'm pretty sure.
That's what it looks like. We are gonna explore these beaches in our next video, so stay tuned for that, but it's just making me so excited. It looks like we have made it to where we are staying, so we are gonna head in, find our host, and we will see you bright and early in the morning. Buenos dias and welcome to the Delirio.
I'm feeling a little delirio this morning. It was so nice sleeping on a boat last night. The little gentle rocking of the motion and the little sounds of the sea.
It was great. And waking up to this morning, wow. Well, yesterday after we pulled in, we met up with Sylvia and Carl, the owners of this boat. They have a house on the beach back here, which is so unique.
They have such a great sense of humor and are just so nice.
Yeah, so we sat on the porch for a little bit. They gave us a bunch of information about the area, you know, like restaurants and places to go on the little dinghy. Speaking about the dinghy.
Why are you pointing at me when you say the little dinghy?
We all know why. But speaking of that, that's our transport from the boat back to the land. So she gave us a little lesson.
Yeah, I mean, there are a few little things you need to know, and we'll show you those in just a little bit, but we got all of our stuff, we loaded up the dinghy, and then we came out here, moved in for the evening, and then sat on our little back deck here that we're going to show you in the tour, and had a little tequila beverage and watched one of the most beautiful sunsets I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. Then the stars came out, we heard the fish flopping around at night. It was just such a unique experience that we can't wait to show you more of, but why don't we start with a little tour of this place?
Oh, I love that idea.
This 28-foot sailboat was constructed in France, actually crossed the Atlantic, went through the Panama Canal before making its way up here, which is really neat. We're starting back here on what I'd say is like the wet deck and the entertainment area. There's a couple benches. This is where we sat to enjoy the sunset. They've also provided a cooler for us and some fresh water. Over here is a solar shower as well as a little tube that we can put in the water to use later. And this is where the dinghy is. This is where you come on and off the boat from. Well, let's check out the cabin. Welcome to the cabin. Down here in front of me, there are 2 bedrooms. Mine is over here, the nice clean one. Adam's little messy one is over here, but we're not gonna talk about that. Over here you can see is the kitchen. There is a sink and a cutting board, as well as a 2-burner stove and an oven, which is really neat. She supplied salt, pepper, oil, all that good stuff, some coffee and some sugar. We knew there was gonna be a kitchen, so we stocked up. This is like our little pantry area. I think this is more like the operational room, as they have this little like board over here where you push the buttons and the lights come on and all that stuff.
Don't push the buttons.
Yeah, we're not touching that as we're staying anchored here. But behind us you can see this is the living room / kitchen. I'll go over here. The floorboards are a bit squeaky, so Adam can't sneak any cookies at night without me knowing. But these tables come up, so you can put them up, and this is where you can eat and also play some cards, whatever. They have a game of backgammon back here, so if that's your thing. Up here is a radio, and she has it on the correct channel, 69. So if you need anything, you can call her on that. She said it's the dirty channel, so you don't forget. And then there's like a first aid kit here, as well as some beautiful art on the wall. Down over here is a little library nook, so they have some books for you. And then a guitar. There's actually a guitar for beginners book, so if you want to learn some chords, you can do that. And then up here, I believe, is what you call the head, right?
That is correct. The most important room on a boat.
The toilet, which is like this pump toilet, which is pretty neat. And then, yeah, up through the porthole is... And is this even a porthole or a skylight? I don't know this sort of boat terminology, but out here is...
Ahoy, mateys and landlubbers! We are out on the bow of the boat, and it is the perfect place to get some sun and just enjoy the cool breeze that this boat has on it. There are some islands that are surrounding here. I was just checking out that Sylvia says are perfect for exploring. Let's hop in the dinghy and go explore. Don't forget the supplies. We just detached from the boat, as you can see right here, and now it's time to start up this baby right here. It's pretty simple. You're just gonna pull out the choke right here. Then we are gonna open up the air intake on the top. If I can, oh, made a little too tight last night. There we go. And then we're gonna pull this. Make sure you don't pull too far like that. I almost hit Heidi yesterday.
Yeah, I almost punched you right in the face.
Ready? 1, 2. Oh.
Buckle your shoe.
Uh-oh. We gotta adjust that too. Ah, third time's a charm. Let's do this.
All right, we have just come around the island, and behind us you can see is this bay. It looks like there's a little beach. It looks a little sandy and rocky, so we're gonna head up over there and check it out. But what a drive.
It is so peaceful out here, and the landscape, it's just mind-blowing. There are cactuses everywhere, these giant rock formations and mountains. I mean, it just kind of like hits me really deep.
Yeah, we saw a fisherman over there, and it looked like somebody who was diving maybe for like oysters or clams or something, which is something we're gonna do later. Sylvia is gonna teach us how to clam, so stay tuned for that. But for right now, let's head up over here and see what it's like. So this right here isn't the beach. Sylvia told us there's a white sand beach, so it must be around a little more, so we'll continue after this. But this you can call Shell Beach.
Man, there's some abalone shells, clam shells. I found some beautiful purple coral.
And look what else we found.
Aww.
It's a turtle dog toy, so if you're missing this, we have it.
If Fido is upset, send us an email or something and we'll mail it to you.
A smoke signal here, because there's no cell service.
That's a good point.
But while we're here, we would love to give a special shout out to our new patrons, Tia and John.
This whole experience has been so special, and it's because of you that it is even more special.
Yeah, thank you so much for all of your support. If you would like to join our Patreon community, we'll put a link in the description below. All right, let's get back on that dinghy and head around the island.
I like that idea. Now this is what I'm talking about. Look at this beautiful white sand beach.
Woohoo! Bring me to shore, baby. Welcome to paradise, and can we all just give Adam a standing ovation for this tan line?
Wow, that is serious.
Oh my
I hadn't
God.
even noticed that until right now. Jeez.
That is insane. It looks like you're, yeah, turn around. Looks like you're wearing a white tank top. My gosh. All right, well, Adam is gonna go swimming. It's a little cold for me right now, so I'm just gonna hang out with you guys up here on the beach. Or if you want, you can join him in the water.
Come on, guys, I need a buddy.
Let's go. And for those of you that stayed on land with me, that grill over here makes me believe that people come here and camp here. I don't know, there's like this really level plot here. I could see people setting up tents, maybe staying the night. There are a lot of bugs here, but I don't think they're the bitey ones. They're just like these little flies. Right now it looks like I've come into a sort of human settlement dwelling. You can see they have made some engravings here in the sand. We'll have to investigate those and see what they mean. It could be a telltale sign to the history of these people. I'm just messing. I'm just pretending I'm like, I don't know, on the Discovery Channel, but yeah, really neat beach here.
All right, I'm getting hungry, so we're gonna head back in the boat and Heidi's gonna whip us up a special little treat.
Woohoo, let's go. Not gonna lie, that boat ride back was a little choppy. The wind is coming what, onshore?
Yep.
Is that the term?
It is.
Right
Onshore
now.
wind.
And can you see it's moving?
I
The
think you
GoPro
can.
does like great stabilization, but you can see that how much we're rocking right
We
now.
are definitely rocking.
Ooh, when the boat is rocking, don't come.
Knocking.
But yes, it is time for a snack. When we were in Mexico City with our friends Laura and Ruben, we had this vegan ceviche. To make it, I chopped up some tomatoes, the onion, and the palms. Then I put some salt on it and sprinkled it with some lime and topped it with some avocado. Let's see what Adam thinks. You know he can be a tough critic. Actually, no, he likes everything.
Before I even taste this, I wanted to say the presentation is absolutely beautiful and I feel like it's very Mexican. We have the green, white, and red just like the flag. It smells delicious and I cannot wait to jump in. I already prepared a delicious looking chip right here.
So yeah, we just substituted the fish for those hearts of palm.
Wow, it really tastes like ceviche. I know we just took one thing out and this is great for our vegan subscribers, but man, it is delicious. I'm gonna get another chip on that.
You think it's missing the cilantro though? Can you tell?
You can a little bit, but honestly the avocado just kind of like takes it up a level, so I'm not really missing it that much.
He's happy.
Mm-hmm.
I think after this I can add chef extraordinaire to my resume.
Oh, definitely.
So if you're in need of a private chef and you have a boat, you know where I'm at.
You also need to hire a first mate Adam as well.
Looks like Adam has already found a comfortable spot. He might already be asleep actually. I'm gonna join him, take a little cat nap, and then we can see what else we can get into. That nap was just what the doctor ordered. I actually had to wake Adam up because I'm like, if you don't get up now, you are not gonna sleep this evening. So he got up and took the dinghy in, filled it with some gas, and then I saw the car leave, so he must have went to the store for something. Here he comes, heading back. He's so cute. What'd you get? I saw you go to the store.
Oh, I picked up some snacks for us and some ice to make our drinks cold.
Ooh.
Let me turn this baby up. Oh yeah.
There you go. I know. I was like, oh, you went to the store, and then I saw the car pull out. Sneaky.
Sneaky.
Thank you.
And
What did Sylvia say?
she invited us to go get a margarita with her.
Oh, really?
She said right around the corner here there's a place, it's like 4 kilometers away, we should go and join her.
Sounds good.
Yeah, she's like, I noticed you have been on the boat in the waves and I think maybe you need a break, so we go get a margarita.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do it.
Before we go, I just wanted to point out, their house is so cool. They have all these like unique little trinkets and decorations like this one right here. We don't skitty dip, we chunky dunk. And I've been a chunky dunker for a while.
That's my very favorite, and they're also a Seahawks fan. So for all you Seahawks fans,
Seahawks!
this is the spot. Salud.
Salud to Sylvia.
Yes, to you. Oh man, all those margaritas.
Whoa, man, I'm margaritaed out.
We had had one each, but let me tell you, if you go to Armando's, watch out.
They are really strong and
So
really
good.
delicious.
Yeah, amazing. We left here with Sylvia and we drove along the coast. She told us there was 45 kilometers. Like the bay spans 45 kilometers.
And along the way, we passed some bays that were just filled with
Yeah.
RVs and campers. And honestly, I think you could come down here and spend a winter, a
lifetime.
summer, a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
We got to watch the sunset over there and it was just special. She's such a wonderful person. Thank you, Sylvia, for that evening. It's one we'll never forget. Well, it's about 8 o'clock. It's time for bed. So we are gonna tuck in, but we will see you bright and early in the morning. And we got a lot of stuff to show you.
We sure do.
We'll see you then.
Good morning. It's our last full day on the boat.
Aww.
Time really does fly when you're having fun.
It does.
Chef Heidi was down in the galley and whipped me up her EBB special, or the eggs, beans, and bananas, because you know we don't want to cramp up today when we go clamming with Sylvia. So I'm going to crush this breakfast and we'll see you on the beach. Guess not shaving for a couple of days kind of brings out the whiskers.
Yeah, you can see the little salt on your chin.
Hey!
I never get to see this because he
I
shaves
prefer
every
the
day.
pepper to the salt on the chin.
And look at this. Look at all this hair on his head. Not so Mr. Clean after a couple days on here.
That's right, I do have hair, people. I just choose not to have hair. I'm a bald by choice kind of guy.
All right, let's go to the beach. And behind me here, it looks like Sylvia is already in the water. She was just like, Adam. I think she had a clam, so let's go catch up with her.
Oh, look at that!
Wow.
Already got quite a bounty, and look, she's got her flip-flops on there, so you have a little buoy.
Let's go in the water.
Yeah,
sounds
absolutely.
Put the anchor if you want.
good. Okay.
All right, anchors away!
So she's gonna give us a couple tips so we know how to do this.
This is the clam that we are looking for. They are a little dusty, like camouflage.
Okay.
But we will be able to see it. Let's check out.
Sounds
Let's check
easy,
it.
right?
Yeah. Let's get our clam on, baby. That was so much fun, and I can't believe how many we found.
I know, look at all this. Sylvia's now gonna show us how to prepare them, right?
Right.
Look at that.
Very rustic,
They're really
but
pretty.
very effective
I love their
to
shells.
open them.
It's my favorite kind of adventure, one that ends with food.
We know that.
For free.
Yeah, exactly.
And with friends.
Yes.
Well, just I want to say that we will take from the ocean that ones that we will eat.
Right.
No more than this.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's a great point.
So they have the clams has a little hole to breathe because they breathe also. Unbelievable, eh? So I make that in the island. I am shaking, I am cold, sorry. But I do that like this. You need to be too careful, but it's very rustic.
Oh wow,
Already
yeah.
done.
I've never seen anyone open a clam like that. That
No,
is so
usually
cool. That's a
I
first.
like to do that because it's so easy.
Wow.
Anyway, so when it's open, that's it.
Is your last name Earl? Are you Sylvia Earl, the famous marine biologist?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I am Sylvia, the clam eater. So the next step that I do is we will try to get the whole thing and we will chop it. No? People can eat it like this, but I like chop it.
Mhm.
So we plate.
I love this.
This is wonderful.
We plate. But we will cook a little bit with the lemon. This is the, and now a little
Sweet.
soya sauce.
This is what I like to call the accoutrement.
Yeah.
And that is huichol, very, very Mexican.
Yes, I love
Oh,
that
that is
stuff.
so, yeah, such a unique flavor too.
Yeah.
If you're ever in Mexico, definitely grab a bottle of this. You can probably get it in the States, but
Yeah.
man, it is just so delicious.
Wow, look at that. Bottoms up.
Are we doing this together, or you're? Oh, it's just for me and
too,
you.
Yeah.
I will open another, no
Oh
worries.
yeah, awesome.
All right, Adam, you first.
All right, I'm gonna cheers myself.
Well, cheers. Cheers.
Salud. Clamud.
Bottoms up.
Mmm. Wow. The clam texture is so firm, and then the lime mixed with that soy sauce and the hot sauce. Wow, it's like this little party in my mouth, and you're all invited.
If you remember our La Paz video, I was not a fan of those clams, but I'm sure I'm gonna like this. Well, let's see. All right, here it goes.
Down the hatch.
Wow. I love it. And the texture, like she chopped it up. I really enjoy that too.
Yeah, me too.
Because the other one was just so big and like, it was like I was chewing a tongue almost. Wow, thank you so much for showing us this.
You're welcome.
This is amazing.
This is the best host we have ever had at Airbnb anywhere in the world.
Ever. Before we explore the beach a little bit, we're actually gonna get in the dinghy and go to this cave just around the corner. The wind is picking up, so we want to do it before.
Yeah, it seems like in the mornings it's really way flatter and a better time to go out in the boat. Carl said go as soon as you can, check out the cave, and then come back and we'll do a little tour here.
Woo!
And before we left, Sylvia gave us a couple of suckers, so I'm excited. Let's go do this thing. There are just so many birds around here. The pelicans are dive bombing in. There's seagulls. Up here on a cactus is a hawk that's just looking down for his prey. Such a cool place.
All right, we just cut the motor and we are heading in. It's so calm in here.
Sure is.
Oh, look at the water glistening off of the rock. That's so cool.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Our gondola driver. Awesome. So I think we're gonna go exploring in there. You can see Adam down there. This looks like a scene from a movie or something.
That's right.
I just stepped back here to see what was going on. We got some fallen rocks, but another nice look out here. Behind me there is a little like walk-in cave of sorts, just a bunch of driftwood and unfortunately some garbage that the sea has brought in here. But yeah, just a cute little spot to hang out for a little while, but let's get back in the boat and head to the beach. Check that out some more. We haven't even actually walked on the beach yet, so we'll be doing this together. We have made it back, so why don't we go down to the south end of the beach and walk our way up north.
I like that idea.
Check out these places and see what this beach is all about.
We're walking through the parking lot right now that runs behind all the houses and in front of some here. There's an A-frame over here. It looks like there's some glamping tents. There's even this lazy boy chair that's just up on top of one of the RVs. I like how unique they are. It's not like that cookie cutter, everything's exactly the same. Like people came here and they built their own style for what they need.
Exactly. Down here at the end, this seems like the day use area. There's some people that pulled in. They got all the goods. They got their chairs, fishing poles. They're out in a big floaty right now with some chicharron and cerveza. There's a couple palapas here for shade. Looks like a great time.
And there were those glamping tents on the backside of the parking lot. Well, I think this one is going to be my glamping tent right down here on the water. They even have a little table out front so you can have a candlelit dinner on the sea. This one even has a winding staircase that goes up to a second floor so you can have an even better view than the already incredible view. And the water has got to be the clearest and bluest that has been since we've been here.
It's so green too.
I mean, it's stunning. As we come down to the end of the beach here, there are a few more houses. A little sandbar's kind of popped up in the corner here. It looks like it'd be a nice place to spend a little bit of time. It looks like there's a seafood restaurant down at the end and maybe a pontoon boat they do tours on. What a cool and unique place. I'm so glad we got to take you on a little exploration around here, but I'm getting hungry. So let's head up back out to that boat, cast the line in the water, see if we can catch some fish and have some lunch.
What if we don't catch fish? No food?
Then we're having tuna out of a can. It's fish either way, people. Before we we head back out to the boat, there are some people that come down here and sell ceviche and fish that have been caught out of the back of their car. So if you're lucky, you might be able to come and grab some delicious snacks. In addition to ceviche, they also sell some shrimp and some scallops that we're gonna pick up right now. He's giving it to us on credit. We can go out to the boat, bring the money to Sylvia, and he'll come pick it up later.
Gracias. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Baltasar.
Baltasar.
Amazing.
Gracias.
Yeah. So I've only cooked scallops a couple of times and it was a long time ago, but if I remember correctly, you need a very hot pan so they can sear really well. So I put a little bit of oil in here and then you can test it by going like this with water. And you hear that crackling, so I think it's ready. All right, here goes nothing. Let's put these babies in.
I love that sound.
Yeah. Ooh. There we go. And I'm gonna do them for 1 minute on each side. All right, let's start our timer. Here we go. We shall see.
I'm excited.
All right, it's time to flip them. See how they look. They're smoking.
Ooh, smoking hot, baby.
All right, they are looking good and smelling good. Time to plate them. And Adam can be our guinea pig.
Ooh,
I know he's good with that.
My favorite kind of pig.
Not too sure about these. They might be a little tough, maybe overcooked a little bit.
I'm excited.
It looks tough.
It's a little tough, but
Yeah.
man, the flavor is there. They taste like scallops and they taste so fresh.
So I should have cooked them just a little shorter.
Maybe a little bit, but this is also a really thin one. I'm guessing that if I try a thicker one, like maybe this one right here. Let's try that one out. Sorry, babe, I'm going for it.
Tough too.
No, that is way more.
It's perfect.
Way better. That's perfect.
Oh, good.
It was just, that's the problem when you have different sized scallops or different sized seafood, because it's not going to cook at the same rate.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you like them.
Oh, I love them.
Yay. Now we can officially say we've eaten seafood from the trunk of a car. Check that one off the bucket list. So if you ever see anyone driving around selling seafood like that, definitely stop them and get them. The freshest you'll probably get, unless you catch it with your own hands. Which, Adam, are you going to try to go fishing right now?
I better go. Now that I've had a little snack, I'll go out and see if I can catch some fish.
And he's going to use the clams as the bait.
Oh, check out this beauty right here. Ready to slay some fish. All right, babe, if I'm not back in 10 minutes, wait longer. And if you didn't know, back in the day, I used to be the first mate on a fishing boat about 20 years ago, but it's been a while. So let's see if those skills are still in there. Got my hook baited. Let's do this. And all right, let's see what we can catch. You see that? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Gotta let him take it. You gotta be patient. Whoa! I got something.
You do?
I do.
Oh my god!
Hey!
Look at that!
Yes!
That took like no time.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness. Do you need
That's
help?
right. I'm a fisherman.
That's a good looking one.
That is a good looking one.
Alright, that's all you, babe.
All right.
You gotta be careful.
So remember, it does have spines on the back, so you want to get it from the belly. All right, so now we got him gripped. Look at that, baby.
Wow.
We could eat for a week. Or maybe just a snack. He's too cute. I do not want to eat this little guy. Let's let him go back and become a bigger guy and just have some of that tuna we got downstairs.
That's a good idea.
I love it.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Angel.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, hey.
Grow up big and strong, have lots of babies. Fish kiss.
Goodbye, my friend.
Wow!
Be free.
Good job.
Thank you, thank you. Now you know we could survive. This baby is hot. We're gonna put this mantis away so she's ready when you come here to catch some dinner. What an incredible day. I mean, I guess I should say what an incredible 3 days.
That's so true. I know we are never gonna forget this experience, and mostly due to the fact that our hosts were so incredibly amazing. Sylvia and Carl, thank you so much for everything and anything. Anything we needed, they had it there.
And I think one of the most special things was that this isn't just an Airbnb. It's not just a place to sleep, it's an experience.
As you saw.
Every time we go out, Sylvia says, "Are you ready for the adventure?"
Yeah, it's so cute. And not only were were they so good to us, but they are being very good to you as well. She offered our subscribers a 1-night free stay on this sailboat. The only stipulations, you gotta hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and comment below. Sylvia and Carl rock.
And they do rock.
Yeah, and we will leave it open for 3 weeks, and then we will choose the winner
You
blindly out of a hat.
You want to win this
Yeah.
because it is awesome.
Yeah, we're so thankful for them and thankful for you. So like she said, just a little way to give back to you guys, which is so nice. Oh, and one more thing. Last night when we went out for margaritas with Sylvia, she told us her daughter, Gabby, hi Gabby, is a part of this mezcal company called Revocato. What's really interesting is that it is created by women, solely women, the entire process from planting and harvesting to bottling and sales. It is made by a master mezcalera named Seria de la Rosa. She's 3rd generation, and along with all of these other women, they create this beautiful, empowering mezcal. Like, mezcal is already so special, but knowing that it's empowering women just, I feel like, makes it this so much more special. So if you would like to also support them, I will put a link to their socials down in the description so you can do that. I tried it and it is fantastic. Smoky, smooth with a little bit of hints of floral. Just very impressive. So glad that she showed us this and we could show you this too. So yeah, support women. We need more of that in this world.
And enjoy mezcal.
Exactly. At the same time, it's a twofer.
It's a winner.
And unfortunately, I think it's time to say goodbye. The sun is dipped down behind those mountains and the mezcal is starting to kick in.
Well, I'm glad you have some mezcal because I'm feeling a little sad that this
Yeah.
this particular adventure is ending.
Drown our sorrows with it.
But you know what? Stick around for next week when we explore even more of the Baja Peninsula. We're going to be taking you to a bunch of the beaches around
Yeah,
here
and then-
into the town
yeah.
of Mulegé.
Yeah, that's so fun to say. So if you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to
Ling, 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 the mezcal. We'll see you next time.
Adios.